Mike looked up, startled, as the cat leapt up onto the table and stepped all over the plate, knocking over the glass as it did. "Hey!" The cat leapt off the table as Mike steadied the glass. It sat and stared at him intently, before turning to step back out of the room. Mike followed it, completely bemused. He had never known Amaris to keep a cat. The cat leapt onto the broken windowsill and stared at him. Mike stepped across the broken glass and stood there in front of the window. Amaris, she was standing in the street in front of him, holding aloft a girl above her head. That figure looked very familiar. "Taylor!" He leaned forward, placing his hands on the windowsill. "What are you?" "She came for you." Mike gave a surprised look towards the cat, as it stepped forward, leaping back down, back into the grass. Had it just spoke? Mike felt a strange sort of desire to speak with Taylor come over him. She did not deserve this. Amaris should not be doing this. Mike turned and stepped out into the hallway and out into the street. "Amaris!" She did not turn around. "Is something the matter, my love?" she asked, her voice as soft and friendly as ever. Her hand was still clutched tightly around Taylor's neck, who was growing increasingly white. "What are you doing?" "I'm taking care of another pest," Amaris said, as Taylor let out another moan of pain. "Stop!" Amaris around to face him. "Stop?" she repeated. She sounded almost shocked. "Are you telling me what to do?" "Stop," Mike repeated, his mouth suddenly feeling very, very dry as she started at him. The expression on Amaris's face became almost inhuman. Amaris narrowed her eyes. "What?" "Stop! Stop hurting her!" Mike demanded, his voice becoming shrill and high-pitched. Amaris stared at him. "After everything I've done for you," she murmured. Her eyes became red and bestial. "This is how you treat me." Mike froze. "No, I didn't mean." He paused as his eyes focused on Taylor struggling. He steeled himself. "Yes!" he snapped forcefully. "Drop her!" "As you wish," she said, her voice ice-cold. She brought Taylor around and dropped her at her feet. Taylor gasped for breath, crawling along the concrete towards Mike. He took several steps towards her, reaching out towards her. Amaris raised her leg and brought it down on Taylor's skull. She did not even have time to scream as her heel crushed her skull, caving it in completely. Mike stared, horrified, as Amaris twisted cruelly. Taylor's arm flopped uselessly onto the sidewalk. "Never," Amaris whispered. "Tell me what to do." She pulled back. Taylor's head lifted upward a little before the heel slid neatly out of her head. It fell back down onto the concrete with a sickening crunch.